it sounded like a bomb. That's what residents at the Palolo Homes apartment complex describe what they heard this afternoon. There was an explosion around 12:30, and shortly after, a fire broke out at the two-story building on Ahe Street. When firefighters got there, they found smoke coming out of the windows along with debris and signs of an explosion.
3 people had to be hospitalized, including a 61-year-old man who was critically injured with multiple burns to the majority of his body. A 58-year-old woman also taken to the hospital in serious condition with burns to her upper body as well as her face and arms. And then a 70-year-old man listed in stable condition.
Neighbors think the explosion was from an oxygen tank one of the residents uses to breathe.
So me and my daughter know that the Papa and Grandma was home, and we knew that Papa is on oxygen. So we went, grabbed him out with the 2 babies. And as we were coming up the sidewalk to where Mama is right now, it exploded.
Now, it's been almost 10 hours since dozens of residents were evacuated.
And for some, it'll be a lot longer before they can get home. Elisa Revelo joins us now with the latest on the story that's just probably going to develop for many days to come.
Definitely, Howard. Now, the Red Cross of Hawaii tells me 32 people are displaced from their units. 4 of those families are staying with family and friends. But the organization is stepping in to help the others who don't have a place to go.
It's been an unimaginable day for residents at Palolo Homes.
They're just in shock. They're just really shocked, really surprised. They're glad that there's no fatalities, and they're really sad and upset and really anxious to hear the results of the people who were taken away in the ambulances.
In the aftermath of the explosion, the Red Cross initially had over 100 people needing assistance. That number dropped once the other buildings were deemed safe to return to. Maintenance crews and staff quickly got to work, boarding up windows and cleaning debris.
We're trying to work then to get the units back in shape so that the families displaced can move back in there.
It's not clear when residents who lived in Building 27 will be able to come back home. We're told 32 people are displaced. Besides food and shelter, the Red Cross is also offering another kind of support once the initial shock wears off.
Maybe an hour or so later, there is this concern about what do I do now and where do I go? And
all of them will get support as far as psychological first aid, which is so important right now, because to come home to this after a long day of work, I can't even imagine. So I'm just doing whatever we can to comfort everyone, and especially people from this building, to get them ready for their new version of normal, which is starting immediately.
Although some of the affected residents didn't want to speak on camera, they tell me the community at the complex is very tight-knit.
It's a strong community that try to take care of each other, so they'll come back from this tragedy.
The Honolulu Fire Department is still trying to determine an exact cause. Be sure to stay with KHON2 for the latest updates on this story. Howard, back to you.